So it was the first day of spring in Australia. The 1st of September is the first day of spring. So I decided to replant my baby lavender. I had to put on some gloves to protect myself, and I used a little trowel. There's my baby lavender there in the pot, and I think it was getting too big for that pot. So I decided to put in this one, which is a little bit bigger, but it's the same color, funnily enough. And there's my potting mix. I got a big bag of potting mix, which is pretty hard for me to handle. Um, and the bag's really hard to get open, but I got it done, eventually. And I really wanted to repot this lavender because I love lavender. So this is me using the little shovel to put the potting mix into the pot. And I put about a couple of scoops just so it's around about halfway. And I was just hoping that the bag wouldn't fall over and spill everywhere. There's the potting mix in the pot there. And there's my baby lavender in its old pot for babies. There's a lot of roots like all the way through. So that's how I knew that it needed to be replanted. Put it in the pot, and it looks like it's a good height for this particular pot. So that's the main thing. It wasn't buried too deep. And I'm just scooping the potting mix around the side of the existing root ball because they say to tease the roots, but I don't really feel comfortable doing that with lavender plants because I've found that my lavender plants don't really survive after doing that. So I wanted to be as gentle as possible with this plant. And given that it's a lavender, if it does grow, full size, it'll take a long time and it'll give me some nice fragrance for my home. So I want to look after it. I'm just patting in the potting mix all around, just making sure it's nice and tight in there. So when I press down the potting mix, I find that I need to add some more, and I just do that until it looks, nice and secure. It looks like a totally different plant now that's in its new pot. There we go. There's my baby lavender replanted. And there's a little saucer that will go underneath this particular pot that I'm using, which I'm hoping will be good for the plant. There's my little watering can. I got that from Woolworths a couple of years ago, and I generally use that one for watering small plants. So I filled it up, and I'm going to actually pour all of the water into the new pot, and that's because I want the water to go all the way through, to help the roots to stretch out gently and to make sure that the soil drains properly from the outset. So that's basically what I'm looking for. It might look like a lot of water, but that's what I'm doing. Now I have to lift up the pot to get rid of all that excess water, and there's tons of it that you can see dripping down there. The little saucer is doing a good job of collecting all the water. I just have to drain it all off. And we're nearly finished. I'm just draining off all the water, which took like a little bit longer than what I thought it would, but there we go. There's the finished product. I feel a little bit sorry for it now because it looks like it's, been through some bad weather, but I'm hoping that this new soil will be good for my baby lavender.